the difference of, you know, the focus and the difference of the intensity?
Yeah, you certainly see people, the players when they come out, you know, on Tuesday, you can tell that it's here. They certainly are paying attention to detail, you know, listening to not only when they're in there, but also when their other teammates are in there and they're maybe getting a mental rep from the sidelines. They understand the value of preparation and that, you know, you got to prepare every day to have the goals and have the success that we want to have. So you can definitely tell that they know it's here and it's time to continue our hard work, but it's the attention to detail that, you know, makes the difference in winning and losing.
Bobby talked Monday about competition still going on at corner.
Yeah.
And some of the, how's this week been as far as competition?
It's good. I mean, you know, those guys have been, you know, rotating in there. They've been competing. We're going to continue to let them compete and let guys earn the right to take the field. I think competition makes everybody better, so we'll continue to do that and see how it plays out.
I guess I was a little bit surprised to see Shaq was listed as an or.
Yeah.
Is that
no, I mean, I think
chance he won't start?
No, I think that that really, you know, we're going to work to get the best players out there, and you know, with competition, if you tell them that they're going to have competition, you've got to let them play it out all the way through. So we'll continue to let them compete throughout the week and see how it shakes out.
What makes Auburn's run game so effective?
I'm sorry, what?
What makes Auburn's run game so effective?
Well, first of all, they're physical up front. They do a good job of moving people off the line. They can get movement at the point of attack with their size, their explosive power, and their ability to create double teams and stay on the double teams. They have good skill guys that can make a guy miss. They can accelerate through a seam. They don't need necessarily a lot of space to make something happen. They do a good job of trying to work to get the edges of the defense on you, to soften you, to get the runner around the corner. And they got good coaches, and they obviously know their system, and they play at a fast pace, which allows them to feel comfortable in what they're doing. So, you know, you've got to understand that and be ready to play.
Let's talk about this stage and being the opening game on, you know, in the dome and a lot of eyes and what it does for the program.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think it's an exciting time for our players because obviously they came here with the ability to continue to develop this program and make it, you know, rise. You know, anytime you get a platform like this, it allows you to showcase your identity and what you feel like you can do. It's good for the program. It's good for the players. It creates interest in recruiting. It creates interest in the program. So, you know, we've just got to take it one day at a time. Understand that it still gets back to the details of, you know, doing your assignment, playing with effort and energy, and playing every play as hard as you can, and doing the little things and let the big things take care of themselves. But, you know, the exciting part of it, I mean, that helps you in your off season. That helps you with your preparation throughout the whole season. So I think there's nothing but a positive from it.
You mentioned recruiting. You have that area and you know it well. How big is it to be able to go there and take some of these guys back home and play in front of their families and other potential recruits?
Oh, sure. I think that first of all, it's obviously a fertile ground for us in recruiting. We've been very fortunate last year and even this year as far as our recruiting goes. You know, we're really not that far from, you know, the Dome, being here in Louisville. So it allows us to showcase our talent, let people see us firsthand, and you know, try to attract the guys that are in that area to come here and let us continue to you know, develop our program.
Overall, with a couple of days left before the game, are you comfortable with where the defense is right now?
Well, you're always working. I mean, you can improve a lot. Like tomorrow is really more of a dress rehearsal. Making sure everybody understands the situations and what we're going to do. But even after tomorrow, once tomorrow's over with, you can outwork your opponent. You can continue to get better on Friday and even Saturday morning with our walkthroughs and mentally making sure that you're in tune with what we're going to do. So we've still got a lot of work to do from a preparation standpoint. The physical stuff may not be quite as much, but the mental focus and the mental understanding of what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, and how we're going to do it is still there. And you've got to make sure that you continue that preparation because that allows you to separate yourself from other people until game time.
You mentioned Auburn's quick pace of play. Do you do anything different when you prepare for a team to try to move that quickly?
Not really. I mean, that's kind of college football in general now. Obviously, you know, you don't huddle anymore. It's kind of what we call a mill huddle. Everybody, basically, you tackle the runner and get to the ball and get the next call. You know, we got various ways to signal things in just because, you know, people like to steal your signals and what you're trying to do. and you've got to be cognizant of that. It's really the way you practice college football now, with the up-tempo spot, up-tempo style, and you got to understand it's what it is, and you've got to adjust to it and play.
What did Devontae show you that he was able to win that starting job?
Well, Devontae, first of all, came in, worked hard, did everything we asked him to do. I thought our players embraced him as he developed his work habits and showcased his ability to make plays in scrimmages. You could tell that he became a guy that gravitated to our guys, and they gravitated to him because of his work ethic, the way he is in the meeting room, just the way he is in the locker room, and the way he played. So it was pretty of a natural fit from that standpoint. And he's earned the right. So, we always tell guys, if you perform and play and you make plays, we're going to find a way to get you on the field. And he certainly earned the right to go out and play, and we're excited to get him on the field.
Fair to say that Young will still play quite a bit.
Oh yeah, he's playing. Oh yeah, there's no question. We're going to play a lot of those guys. So, oh yeah, he's playing. I mean, you can consider him a starter too, because there's times that he will be a starter. So, he's going to play. They're all going to play.
What do you kind of think of those two outside backers with Devontae and then Keith, just kind of the tandem of those two?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in base, obviously you got those guys coming off the edge. Keith's a guy that's very athletic and can move well in space. Devontae's a guy that's pretty natural as an outside backer away from the ball. The hardest thing for outside backers to learn is moving away from the ball, and he's pretty natural at that. But the most important thing is when he is moving forward, he has the ability to affect the quarterback and get some rush and do those kind of things. So, we'll certainly let him do that.
How big of a concern is it Auburn trying to take shots downfield?
Well, I think that that goes along with their running game. I think anytime you have a team that's really good at running the football, they're going to work to, suck you in on the play action passes and try to get behind you relative to the success they're having. So that gets back to discipline with your eyes, understand your technique, understanding your leverage and what you've got to do. So that just goes hand in hand with a running game in general. So you've got to understand that's part of it. It's run, play action passes, and you've got to be able to understand your keys and where you need to fit and your leverage on the ball. And when it is thrown down the field, it's an opportunity for you to go make a play on the ball.
With the consistency and the skill set that Keith Kelsey and James Burgess have, what did they kind of bring to this defense?
First off, those guys, have been good performers for us for a full year. They work hard in practice. You can tell that they've taken ownership in the defense and making sure that we practice the way we need to. They're really smart players that communicate well with themselves and the other players on the team, which is important for guys. So I think that what you have is guys that they can play the run, but yet they have coverage skills and they have the ability that if you bring them on a pressure or something, they can affect the quarterback. So we're going to allow them to do all three of those things moving forward, and certainly lean on those guys for leadership and their work ethic.
One specific question: what have you seen out of Kane pass this training camp?
Yeah, Kane's done a really good job. He's a guy that we're going to continue to work and develop. I think that anytime you're a young guy and you're playing in the middle of the defense, there's more things to learn than, say, outside. So I think we'll continue to work and develop him and get him ready, because you never know what can happen. I certainly think he's got a bright future here, and I like the way he tackles. I like the way he moves in space, and we just got to develop him and continue to let him grow.
He'll be on the travel team, so he'll go down.
Yeah, he'll be there. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.